Bluesky is focused on making data clouds faster and cheaper.
Okay.
Data clouds are the kind of SaaS products and services such as Snowflake and Databricks. And so, especially in this down market, people are more cost conscious. They don't want to waste a lot of money running queries on the cloud without getting enough business value. So we help them optimize the workloads and improve the ROI. And people are happy because, in this down market, people really want to save some money and make sure their ROI is good. Data cloud is still relatively new, even though the data industry has been there for 3-4 decades. It continues to evolve, and the cloud phenomena is really in the last 5 to 10 years. So that continues to be a really fascinating, I would say, a big breakthrough. Cloud is about being able to help users kind of outsource a lot of the fundamental technology IT management, so they can invest their in-house talents and resources more on their own product and business. And cloud, so far, like AWS and other public cloud layer, has managed to largely do that to help people kind of avoid having to spend upfront resources buying and configuring and managing machines. When we talk about startups, like say 20 years ago, every startup needs like $1 million and like build a little data center and buy the machines so on. But now you can start a company with $1,000, $5,000 and rent some AWS machines. That being said, data cloud is still kind of in the old era where you still need to hire expert and expensive people who know about running data management, and then you need to optimize for your clouds. So the next step for data cloud is supposed to be help people also outsource such functionality so that they can focus more on getting the best value out of using their data, out of big data, not spending so much time managing the infrastructure. I'll give one example each.
Okay.
In hindsight, a decision that turns out to be pretty good is we managed to ship early on and then iterate. I still remember when we were deciding right before we shipped the first product vision, some of our engineering members, coming from other top tier kind of tech companies, they have very high standards. And they share some concerns regarding our product UI not looking very good. And my response at that time is, if we are not somewhat embarrassed by the first release, then it's a sign that we have released too late. So turns out then once we had the initial release, we got lots of great feedback from various initial users, but they're not focused on UI. So I think it was a good timing for us to release early on and then iterate. Let the rubber meet the road sooner. One example of how we might do things differently, and I think it's not uncommon for entrepreneurs, is to more thoughtfully align the equity allocation for various investors with the estimated or the promised contributions from them. Of course, in our case, by and large, the larger investors also tend to have more resources and have focused on helping us more. But over the time, we have also observed there are cases where turns out some smaller investors have added disproportionately more value. Fortunately, we have been thoughtful in kind of granting what's called the pro rata rights, so that in future financing rounds, we will be able to kind of fix this and provide a better balancing based on different investors' levels of contributions. Our general philosophy is to assemble a team that kind of provides well-rounded expertise across different important areas. In the case of our founding team and the two founders, Zheng and myself both have a technical background, so we especially benefit from investors and advisors with expertise in product, marketing, and sales. And on top of that, we have also benefited from investors and advisors who are kind of great connectors. They bring in lots of high-quality people, other advisors and investors, and made customer intros to us. There are a couple of things. First, there is relevant background in the mission we're pursuing. In our case, for Bluesky, it's about smart data cloud workload management. And secondly, it is, I would say, the commitment to spending time and resources to helping us. And of course, it goes without saying the passion in our mission, a strong believer. A contrarian decision we made, and it still will take time, time will tell, is that we decided to buy one of the best health insurance plans for all of our employees and their families. And this is contrarian because startups, especially early stage ones, are very much focused on conserving cash. And this plan we found about did cost us an arm and a leg. And that's a terrible pun for getting health insurance plans. But we believe, Zheng and I believe it's worth it because we really want to show how we care and how we want to take care of our people. And one concrete benefit I could cite is, in some cases for hiring, the spouses of our hiring candidates really love us for that. And sometimes they are the last line of defense for hiring. But this is still a bit controversial because it did, buying a good health plan did reduce our runway a little. And I think time will tell. In 5 years, when we look back, this could be viewed either as being brilliant or reckless. And I think the decision factor is just if we succeed.